Welcome to another episode of Chaotic Harmony, episode 143. I am your host today, Jonathan Seligman, and today I am joined by the one making her quadruple return, the one with the dope bangs, Leah Nevares. How are you doing, Leah?
I'm doing really, really good.
I'm glad to hear that. 2 months have passed already since 2026 has started. I know. Has it been fast or slow for you?
It's been moving kind of fast.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I was just like, I thought it's been moving fast. I have my own personal elements why it's moving fast, but also, and then someone mentioned what happened in January, like globally, is, oh yeah, that all happened in 1 month. Like, I don't know if that makes things faster or shorter.
Well, you know what? It's February seems like to drag on right now. Like, February should have been over with already. Like
the shortest month of the year.
The shortest month of the year should have already been. Well, like we still have a week.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
I mean, actually, so yeah. How is February? Before we get into the meat of this, like, how is February life like from the teacher's perspective?
I mean, I just finished talking to you about like making sure the kids are having like activities to do that are quiet activities during this testing time, because it is like LPAC testing season, and I share a wall with 4th grade, so I'm supposed to keep him super duper quiet, and so we do like rhythm bingo and like all orchestra bingo and like note reading bingo, something that like they can put pen to paper, but it's still kind of like music oriented. I think that's what's making my month drag on so slowly.
You're playing. You can only have so many quiet games to do in a music auditory class.
Yep, exactly. That's how it feels.
Okay, yeah. I think for me, I've always thought of it as, I'm being placed in the corner because I've not been adjacent to buildings for a long time. But you sharing this is like, yeah, I guess that's true. I teach concert band. I can only imagine how obnoxious it'd be if my room was adjacent, like wall to wall to another building. So, but pros and cons, I guess. Well, alas, I'm glad to hear all this is good stuff. But to our listeners, once again, this is Chaotic Harmony, the show where we talk about the joys, struggles, and all things adjacent to elementary music. Last week, we had the wonderful Mr. Trevino join us. He shared about his journey, his prolific career on the socials, and his purpose there. He has quite a bit of stuff. Have you ever seen his stuff before, Matthew Trevino?
No, I've never seen his stuff, but I saw the video.
Okay.
Very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, it's worth looking. He has a lot of good, nice, like, as I mentioned in the episode, there's a lot of stuff where, like, this is my outfit of the week, or here's my cute classroom. And the fact that he has stuff that's just outside of that wheelhouse, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
So worth checking out. And also he shared also as well about his pushback against imposter syndrome. So make sure you check that out. Next week is a rare one. Mark flies in to have a live episode. We'll be chatting. You give me that look because you know this has already happened. Someone knows how the sausage is made.
LOL.
We will be chatting about books that we are reading and how they influence our influence on the music education landscape. Actually, you know what? Before we get into this, are you reading any books right now?
For
music
my
education
kiddos?
or not, either or.
Like music education books? No. But I have been doing a lot of like children's lit and like doing like little orph things with my students.
What's your favorite book of the past 6 months you've used?
I like to use at the beginning of the school year, like to introduce percussion and like percussion instruments. I like to use like it's like a little rinky dink like first readers like steps into reading. It's called Desert Dance, and it's about desert animals and all the sounds that they make while they're out and about during the harvest moon. So you read it like around like September, October time, and yeah, like we take out all the percussion instruments and we make the sounds for lizards, for the snakes, for wild hares. It's really like the kids love it. The kids love it. And then we get to like move around centers and like explore different percussion materials and instruments. I also like Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. I'm doing that one right now with 2nd grade.
Okay.
They freaking love it.
You were part of Fauna's group, right?
Yes, that's where I got it.
Again, that's where you got it. Yes. That was, I actually never heard. I've always seen the artwork for that book, but never heard of it until I like sat in with one of Fauna's sessions. So
yeah, they love it.
That's cool. Hi, Fauna, by the way.
Oh.
Very cool. Well, that all said, Leah, the reason you're here is not to show us how your big brain life lives exactly. But we've been in review season lately.
Cool.
So we did AOSA in review in November. And then earlier this month, we talked about CASMEC. This is likely our last stop for a while on review season just because we're leaving that, I feel like. Probably Oak is the next one, and then you have a smattering of other things. But you went to a convention-ish
Yes.
session called NAMM.
How do you say it?
NAMM. Over in Anaheim, California. Now, NAMM is a huge event, but to those who are not bear folk, that's California's mark, or unfamiliar, what is NAMM?
It is essentially, it's all kinds of things. The way that I described it to my admin, the way that I sold it to my admin so that I can go, was like Comic-Con for people in the music industry.
Oh, you know what? That's actually really works well.
Yeah.
Okay, expound why.
Because there's a little something for everybody. So if you're like in the music industry, whether it be education, like a merchant, small business trying to like bring your instruments out there on the show floor. Who else? Like there's also healthcare professionals. Like,
really?
Did you know that healthcare professionals attend NAMM and talk about like hearing?
That makes sense.
Like your hearing health at NAMM. So that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that people that worked in the healthcare industry like attended NAMM, and they have like music degrees too. So, but it was really interesting sitting on some of those lectures. But there's a little bit for everybody, and like there's also like the people that go just to see like what new equipment is coming out, or like let's go take a look at like the new what are they called, like whammy pedals for electric guitar.
Sure.
I got lost in the show floor.
It's massive. Yeah, it's like two. Do they still have 2 buildings worth?
And then the bottom level and then the top level as well. And I got lost multiple times. It was very frustrating.
I remember the year I went, I only stayed in one building because I knew I would have been. Yeah. I explored. I tinkered with the other one, and I was like, don't know where to go.
You get turned around, and then the app that they give you, the map for the app, doesn't work. It was terrible.
It does not work. Expound.
No. They have a little map feature that you can track yourself, like where you are in the building or in the area. It did not work for me. I kept getting lost, and I was like, I'm pretty good with direction. Like, why is this dot saying that I'm like across the street when I'm literally inside a building? Like, what is going on?
First off, it's funny that they have that. It's evident that people do get lost in general there. Secondly, it reminds me of when I was talking with with my friends the other day about when Pokemon Go first came out.
Yes.
How there was I upgraded my phone for Pokemon Go because my GPS was claiming I was in the opposite side of Balboa Park when everyone's catching Dragonites. I just like, I don't know what's going on here. So like, was it maybe a phone? I don't know. Like, interesting, an app situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Curious.
And you have to download it for the day of, and it just didn't work for me. So I was just like taking pictures of my schedule and making sure like, okay, luckily all the things that I was interested in going to go see were in the same building. But when you get out into the show floor, like it's just massive and like really overwhelming. Like if you're into like I don't know, like DJ systems and like the fog machines and like all those lights that
cool DJs, stuff we're not allowed to have in our schools.
Yeah, that we're not allowed to have. Like it looks pretty cool. Yeah, fog machines, come on now. Like, that would come in handy in the classroom.
Oh yeah. October, hit it.
But there's something for everybody, like whether you're like interested in like gear and like up and coming things, or like the healthcare aspect of it, like live performances were like every day there was like a live performance, and that's pretty cool. I remember one year like I got to see a band that I've never seen before. I think it was like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy or something like a rockabilly band, and they were like playing for free outside, and I was like, oh cool, that's awesome. This year I did not get to see as many performers.
Were you not available? Was it not available, or there weren't as many?
As many as I've recognized.
I remember the year I went, there was a mariachi group. There was also student
Yes.
performances. Were there student performances as well this year? Not as many?
Not as many. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like it was like kind of hastily put together this
I mentioned
year.
that before I hit record.
Yeah, like especially like bringing in students to come and perform, and also like the education aspect of it was kind of like watered down this year.
We'll get to that. Hold on to that.
Yes.
I first one is because like what you shared is hard to coalesce because NAMM has like kind of evolved quite a bit over the years, and it seems like so it is a, as we mentioned earlier, it's for merchants, music merchants. National American? No.
National Association.
Yes, for music merchants. And so it is initially, and for the core of it is a trade show. But there are also workshops and other things for different people. So it's quite a big convention. And I like what you said about Comic-Con, because I remember the year I went, which was 2 years ago, we had people with name tags that like typically when I have been to like ORF conference or I've been to Mega Arts conference, it's very professional. It's very your name, who you are, your pronouns, and like some sort of just stating. It's a way of showcasing this is who I am.
Yes,
and I am an educated man or person.
And then it says like where you're from. Like, are you an educator? Are you a merchant? Like, are you a performer? And the NAMM badges are really funny because you can like you can customize it, right? Yeah. I kept seeing this guy, like kept bumping into him like in the instrument area, and he on his tag it said like boomer. Just like straight up announcing to the world, boomer.
I mean, maybe he just liked going boom.
Yeah,
like he goes the boom, Costco style. But yeah, so you can have your own names. It's very much allowing you to showcase a different persona, and I feel like that's what I really liked about NAMM compared to other conferences I've been to. It feels not less stuffy because it's not. I don't feel like
everybody goes. Like you see all types of folks there. Like you see people like in suit and ties and like the education folks, and then also like this year there was a lot of college students as well. And I noticed a lot of college aged students, so that was pretty cool. Like they brought in college students and probably like sold. I don't know. When you're in college, do you have to go to NAMM? Only if you want to.
I never did.
I never did, right?
But I know Anaheim has a strong connection. The teachers in Anaheim have a strong connection, so it's possible.
There was a lot of like high school students and college age students that I noticed this year, but also like the like really like rocker music, like hardcore like fashionista people. Like I straight up saw a couple walk in with like bedazzled like suit. Like the guy was wearing like a silver bedazzled suit tuxedo, and like his girl was wearing like something similar, but it was like really really fancy and like eye catchy. And then you turn around and you look at all these other people, it's like, well, dang, you guys are all really fashion forward here. Like and I just brought like my slacks and like a button up shirt to look professional, but like these cats were getting down with their outfits.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So I was also watching out for that too. Like just how people were dressed. It's like, oh, that's really cool.
That's really cool. And this is not your first time. We've talked about already. You've been more than once. You were in 2023, 24. You last year was a no-show.
Yeah.
But then this is your third year?
Yeah, it's my third year.
Yeah. And before I get to that next question, the leading question, all related to music education.
Yeah.
How many other music education conferences have you been to before? This is not really a music education conference, but how many other conferences or events have you been to?
I've been to Mega Arts.
So the San Diego local.
Yeah, Mega Arts.
Hi, Pauline.
I remember my first time attending Mega Arts was in Balboa Park when they used to have it in Balboa Park. And that was really, really cool.
So cool.
I liked how you could just pull up and like walk into like at whatever time you wanted to, and like just pull up and like go in and sit in on guitars in the classroom, like a lesson for like special needs kids, and like teach them how to play guitar. But also that it was just so close to home. Anaheim is far off, but like I loved it. I like going. Hopefully I get to go next year again, but we'll see what happens. Because this year was kind of like I said, it was kind of watered down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I know I'm probably letting the listeners like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? But what were the positive experiences? Before we get to the critical, what are some things you really liked about NAMM? NAMM. NUM.
I really, well, I wanted to go see, first of all, like the education
Mhm.
seminars, but also just like new equipment. Like I just want to go
Okay.
see like I believe Studio 49.
Was there?
It was there
cool.
this year. Martin Guitars was there this year. And they're coming out with like new stuff for like mariachi instruments. Like Martin Guitars like getting into like making vihuelas and guitarrones, and it was cool to see like
Mhm.
all that stuff like out on the show floor. But also like what kind of like mallets I can get from like off-brand places that are not West music, you know, like are there
Gotcha.
does mallet uh whoever makes mallets,
Mhm.
what are they called? Mallet manufacturing matter? You know?
Malleteers?
Malleteers. Does it matter where they come from? Like how are they gonna keep up in the classroom and like with normal wear and tear? So I was very interested in just like I was kind of like in a shopping like looking for new materials
Right.
for my classroom because a lot of my materials are kind of starting to look, you know, like tired and haggard. So
Materials being like things you use in the class, not necessarily like
yeah, like
the content per se, but
yeah.
the actual physical things used. So what did you see then? Like you were looking, did you see anything that caught your eye that was like, that's cool?
Accordions.
Accordions.
Accordion.
Okay, sure. I'm curious.
Like there's so many people getting into like accordions and like selling accordions, and of course like they have the little kid sizes and they also have like the adult sizes. I thought that was really really cool. And
Are
then
you is this a scoop? You're starting an accordion club over at Harborside Elementary?
yeah,
What's
but
going on?
my kids have expressed interest in like learning the accordion.
Really?
Yeah,
Fascinating.
I have some of them that have like parents that are musicians.
Okay.
But they're like not professionally like trained or whatever. But you know, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
folk
Like
musicians,
they're
yeah.
folk musicians, you
Yeah.
know, and so like they see their dad or they see somebody that they know like playing the accordion. They're like, "Oh, do you have accordions, Miss Nevares?" I do not. I'm sorry.
Those things are expensive.
They're expensive.
There's so many reeds inside them, and like,
Mm.
but wait, that's so fascinating because I feel like accordions are only seen amongst hipsters
Yeah.
and those maybe grandpas or maybe those in the Midwest and like
Yeah.
at least in SoCal. Sorry, I offended any of our lovely accordion listeners, but like I don't see that, and the fact that your school community has people interested in accordions fascinates me.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, have you been looking into not Celestinas, but the smaller ones?
Yeah, they're honestly, I was looking at that and I was like, this isn't gonna last in my classroom for like more than a quarter, not even a quarter. I was looking at them, I was like, and do I want 30 of these sounding off at once?
No, it's C major, not minor.
Yeah, I was like, oh well, let's focus on something that's cheaper and that we can actually
Sure.
like bring to the classroom. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the culture too. Like there's accordions in like Mexican folk music are very popular. So I think that's where like my kids get like, you know, the interest in playing those instruments or going that route. But yeah, I'm just like looking at like different guitars, like especially like kid size guitars, like something sturdy because I do have a guitar club right now. I do like the guitars that I was given, even though they were bought from Amazon. Like they're still pretty good, but I'm looking to upgrade those guitars as well at some point in the future. But yeah, I was just like just shopping around and seeing like what new stuff is available for elementary school music classrooms. And there's a lot. There was a lot of stuff
Okay.
out there, like off-brand stuff, you know, like stuff that gets brought in from like China and like Canada, you know, like
Maybe like more like non-main brand.
non-mainstream.
Mainstream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the stuff and I was like, well, looks pretty cool. Like, even
Any shout outs?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Did you could talk? I always feel awkward because I don't know. People think because I have a microphone in front of me, oh, he's an extrovert. I'm not. I'm so shy.
Yeah.
I'm so like. Did you talk to any of the peoples? Okay, similar.
No,
Yeah.
and I'm there by myself. That's another
fair.
thing too. Like,
Mhm.
if you go with a buddy,
Mhm.
because your buddy is more than likely gonna be like, hey, let's go look at this.
Yeah.
Let's go play like the cello. Like, let's go look at the new kawaii pianos. Like, I was also like shopping for a piano. I was like, I want one for my house, for me. Okay. Super duper expensive though. Very, very nice.
Yes, of course. That's really cool. I know 2 years ago, Crystal paired up with. I think that's one thing that's really great about NAMM is that it is great for networking.
Yes.
It is great for finding connections with people that do not necessarily have a foot in the educational sphere, but you can create that connection and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. But also they've advertised for, or I shouldn't say advertised. Recently, NAMM has been trying to create a new vertical in the educational sphere. Is it called just Education NAMM? Was it?
I don't even know what it's just like, yeah, like NAMM education.
NAMM again. Okay.
Yeah.
So they market that way.
Yeah.
And you've been there now 3 times.
3 times.
Crystal's was there at least twice. I know on record she was on there twice on this podcast. We've shared our thoughts on their growth, but like how. So we've been kind of like drip feeding. It's like something's was amiss.
Mm-hmm.
What was amiss, or was the amiss rather? Should I say? How was their educational outreach offerings this year?
Oh, it wasn't that great, honestly. I felt like it was a lot of like, come in and we'll talk at you.
At you.
Uh-huh. And in years prior, I felt like it was lots of hands-on. Like, you come in and we'll make music together.
Okay.
So
it's more like direct instruction, lecture based.
Yeah, it was more like lectures. Like,
Okay.
and I was like, I paid money for this. It was very like, it wasn't boring. Like the stuff that obviously if you have an interest in like education, you're gonna want to go in and like at least listen or hear them out.
Yeah.
But most of it, like I said, was like it was more towards like high school and college students and prepping them for careers in the music industry this year.
But education was not
But
that.
like education for like middle school and lower elementary school was like, I did not see anything on the schedule that pertained to that.
Yeah.
It was mostly like how to, inspire students to create music in the age of AI. There was a kind of a quite like, I don't know what it is, but there's been kind of like a little bit like they really want to push that AI stuff on like kids, young adults, educators. And like there was a mixed bag of people in the audience that were like
skeptics and also enthusiasts.
Exactly.
Okay, what did you observe? Okay, because I have my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did you observe in the tech realm? Because the tech industry just eats it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like us educators, we are rather hesitant.
Yeah.
Us artists also are rather hesitant. And I know, listeners, you're probably thinking, where is that freaking episode about AI in the education sphere? But so sorry, guys. But
maybe this could segue into that.
It could. Maybe we'll just kick on Mark's episode. But what did you observe listening to these tech people share about their love for AI and the audience response?
People were, not aggro about it. Like, they were not like, throw it out the window entirely. Like some people were like, okay, I could see how it could help out. Like, for example, like in music therapy, like AI could be like a stepping stone in your practice, like in your studio to like, offer services for people that are like going through it, like for people that are going through like PTSD or bereavement.
How so? Where do they share that where artificial intelligence can assist with that? If you remember.
If I remember correctly, they were talking about. Okay, so for a person that. This is one of the things that I was sitting in on regarding health and like AI and how music can help people that have recently had a heart attack and like have limited mobility and but to have to get moving in order for their body, to like jump back into like being healthy and just like being active and moving. There's a company, I forget the name of the company.
It's all good.
I'm so sorry. It's been a while. But they use AI in order to speed up like music that would otherwise like, spark, happiness or like thoughts of like getting out there and moving, like energizing music. So they tailor playlists for patients that are, in what is it called? Therapy, like movement therapy, physical therapy. And they make these playlists and you download an app on your phone and they put like, those little steppers that you used to wear to count your steps? I remember they showed a video of this like older lady. She had just like, she's going through therapy after her heart attack. And she's talking about this company that's using AI and uses music in order to alter your mood so that because they found that if you listen to music that sparks joy or like memories of happiness or like, that make you want to move or like just be active, then if you speed it up or like change it, the beats per minute, it could actually help you like walk better and like fix your I think the lady was something was up with her leg. She couldn't really like move her leg after her heart attack, but because that part of her brain was like not registering to that side of the body. But once she started listening to this playlist that was curated by her music therapist, and she listened to music that she was familiar with, but it was like sped up a little bit with the power of AI. I don't know how that is like. I mean, I have kind of an idea how you can do that.
I guess it's speeding up, but also making sure the pitch doesn't increase either.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was very weird listening to like a song that like that you're familiar with, but then as she increased her distance, the music sped up, and with it, like her walking became like more stable and uniform, which was crazy because it was just like a little computer that was attached to her foot and an app on her phone that told her like, hey, we're going to increase the beats per minute so that your walking pace can increase as well. And yeah, the lady is having like a lot of success with that. So like those kinds of therapies where AI is like useful, like for people, but then there's also the aspect of like AI taking over the creative aspects of music making, like I think that was like the big bugaboo of the conference. Like,
I mean, man, dude, I was talking to my friend who's like very much in that sphere, like not, but he's recognizing we only have 5 more years until all jobs are taken.
Yeah.
Like it's like, but like it's true. Like maybe that sounds too gloomy, but
AI do our job though, like what you and I do.
I'm sorry.
Can AI do what you and I do?
I mean, the question is how. It's not so much that. It's how much do people in power give the perception that it works?
Yeah.
Not so much that it does work, but how can it be sold in a way so that we are eventually replaced, and then by the time that people realize that it's not worth it, there's so much money lost in it.
And water.
And resources. Yes. It is. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So
that's like one of the things that I sat in on that was kind of like a toss up. I was like, oh, that's really like interesting and fascinating that you could use that tool for music therapy. But also like, come on now, like they can't really replace creative thought or musicianship.
Or they can if or they can't. You're right. They can't. So the question is, how do we allow the consumer to be stupid enough to only want that? And it's
They've
but
made everything easier for us.
convenience has been one of the greatest.
Yes.
We're getting off the track.
We are getting off track. I'm so sorry.
we could be here for a while for that one. Maybe we should have you back on for that episode. But it seems like there's been a huge push for AI to the point where there wasn't much options for things of value. I remember when I went 2 years ago, there was some small stuff. It's like, okay, I can see the seeds of things growing into something else, where it could grow into good sessions for music educators. A lot of the stuff was like, oh, this is decent for a first timer, but it's evident that was there any session that was what was even if it wasn't great, like what was the best music education session about?
I think I went. There's two that I walked away with like, this is really helpful information, and I think I should look into to this a little bit more. There was a session on like hearing health and like taking care of your ears as a musician, as a performer, as an educator, as somebody who works like with loud, environments. And I learned that in the United States, there really is no protection against like hearing loss in the workplace, So if you're like even like outside in construction working, if like you're standing next to somebody like machinery that's really loud, you can go to your employer and say like, hey, because of your company and your machinery, I've lost my hearing, pay up. They'll be like, sorry, dude, they're like, we don't owe you nothing because there's no protections against that. So learning how to take care of your hearing, that was really beneficial. I liked sitting in on that.
With concert band, I get so many notifications on my watch. You're in a loud environment. It's, I know.
Yeah. What do you want me to do about it? Yeah, or like even when you're with little kids too, it's like you're in a loud noise environment. It's like, I'm just hanging out with children.
I know.
Like, are they really that loud?
Something I really like that Jasandra did during when I was their induction mentor, like that this whole loud or volume meter.
Oh, I tried that with them when I came back from my lectures. Dude, it was just egging them on to make louder sounds, like to make that bar as red as possible. It's like, no, guys, we want to stay in blue. No, we want to make it go to red. And it's like, okay, come on, I'm not doing this. It worked for my upper graders, but not so much my lower
graders.
Yeah,
they just saw red. Yeah. Gotcha. So it looks like, it sounds like NAMM is, at least this year, it was very much all things adjacent as we have this podcast. All things, but nothing of substance, it seems like, for at least the things that you saw.
Yeah. No,
towards music education.
No, I mean, mostly what I saw was like, I think there was a guitar workshop I sat in and basically it was just like them advertising their professional development for the summer. And they give me a little card like, hey, like if you tell your admin like around this time you get a discount, like come during the summertime to, I think it was like Arizona, and let's do a guitar workshop and we'll teach you how to do like easy guitar stuff for your budding guitar program. And that was pretty cool, but it was mostly like, like people advertising their professional developments for summer. And that's what I felt like I kept walking into at each lecture, was just like somebody trying to sell me professional development for the summer. I was like, well, I'm here right meow. Why can't we just do it right here right meow?
I feel like that's been an issue with, at least as of late, a lot of conferences, that like there is this necessity to maintain it running. So you'll have this buy sell element, and NAMM being, music merchants is its key title. And I remember Crystal mentioned one of the frustrating parts about NAMM is that in order to be a speaker, you have to be attached to a company. And so the structure, if education is really something that NAMM wants to be better at, the structure is built around you got to pay up first or you got to be attached to something, which is kind of frustrating. As someone who's attended now 3 times, you've seen the ebbs and flows. What is something you want better? Because also you're not someone who goes to conferences left and right. You've only been to Mega Arts and this. What is something you would hope is better as a music educator for NAMM in the following years?
Just more hands-on training, just get me in there in the nitty-gritty and
nitty-gritty for what? Because I think because NAMM we mentioned earlier, it is the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It is a huge thing. So what nitty-gritty for what?
Just learning. I guess it doesn't matter to me. I'm my jam is Orff. I'm also very interested in right now strings, and I feel like in the past there have been workshops or lectures that actually let you hold the instrument and sit in the student's point of view, and you're the student, this is how your student might feel, or how the experience would be for your student. So I would like to have that experience, that student experience, because I still feel I've only been teaching for how long? 5 years? I still feel I need a lot more to go, and I need more tools and tricks in my tool bag so that I can, go back to my classroom and try to implement this stuff. And this year I was just well, I feel I walked away with free earplugs, really nice earplugs. I'm really glad I attended that lecture.
Sure. So you have knowledge things around, but you still need. It's wild, Leah. You've only been teaching for 5 years.
I'm also a visual and tangible, tactile learner. I can't just sit there and listen and expect to absorb all the information in one go. That's not how music works either.
It's not.
So if we are trying to build up that education, those education lectures at NAMM, I feel it needs to be more merchants that will bring in their stuff and let us play with it.
And also allow or partner up with educators or pedagogues or whatever that have
Kodai associations, Orff associations,
or even if they aren't attached to any bigger organization, work with teachers that have used stuff and they know how to teach. Because Crystal, again, I really liked what Crystal shared in the last episode, back in the episode, I think it was 90 or something, how we had a bunch of friends just share their thoughts. And NAMM, the music education is really helpful to NAMM because we are teaching their future clients. And so if you want to make sure that this is if that this thing grows, you got to invest in us.
Yep.
You got to invest in us.
Yep.
So it sounds like it was not the best. Out of 10 chicken nuggets, we always do chicken nuggets. Even 0.5s are acceptable. At a 20-point score out of 10, what would we give?
I would probably give it a 4.5.
4.5 chicken
this
nuggets?
Year, yeah. 4.5 chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Mostly because of that freaking app that got me lost so many times.
Otherwise, being 8.
Otherwise, yeah, it would be 7.5 solid. Just kidding. But yeah, I think just because I walked away with oh, this is it. That's it. I was womp womp. But I mean, I still had fun. Yeah. Getting lost inside of the what's it called, the merchants hall. That was cool. I mean, it's always cool. You see everything and you just want to look at everything and listen to everything. But I was on a crunch for time because I wanted to go see my friend play. And then I missed their set because I got lost because of a stupid app.
Could have been an 8.
Could have been an 8.
Could have been an 8.
But other than that, yeah, I just feel there wasn't that much. It was just lectures and sitting in on lectures and not a lot of hands-on learning, which I miss. I love it.
Gotcha. Well, Leah, I appreciate you spending time in the throes of February and sharing your thoughts. It's been interesting to ruminate on and see what the positives and negatives are of the past several conferences. Because as you mentioned, we educators learn from this stuff. We thrive from this stuff. And especially as I've shared so many times, we are stuck in our four walls, and it's nice to have these events that can not just can nourish us socially, but also intellectually, and hopefully, we find ways to make these things better.
Yeah, so too.
Yeah. Well, Leah.
Yay.
Actually, listeners, I'll address you. Listeners, don't. We're gonna take a quick break, but after we get back, Leah and I will still be here, rocking it out with a song of the week.
Hey, we just want to take a quick moment to shout out Mission Trails Financial, the partner making this show possible at no cost to you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by financial planning, you're not alone. But Mission Trails Financial is here to make things simpler. They offer tailored financial advice for you, from investments to tax and insurance planning, with a team of experienced fee-based advisors who are CFP designated and fiduciaries. That means they're putting your best interests first. Let's face it, navigating the world of finances can feel like drinking from a fire hose with endless options for investments just a mouse click away. But Mission Trails Financial aims to cut through the noise by breaking things down into clear, actionable steps while providing regular updates. Mission Trails Financial believes everyone has the right to work with a financial advisor regardless of how much you've saved. Mission Trails Financial's focus is building a relationship so you are not traveling your financial path alone. They even help you keep track of old 401ks when you're transitioning between jobs, because your financial future should always stay on track, no matter what changes. So don't wait. Let Mission Trails Financial show you how to make that next step towards the future you've worked hard for. Plus, your first consultation is absolutely free. Just visit missiontrailsfinancial.com or call 619-419-0238 today. You'll be glad you did, because leaning on professionals like Mission Trails Financial is how we get ahead. Check out the program notes for more details. Advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor.
And we are back. But if you are not a new listener, did I get this one right? If you're not a new listener, if you're a new listener, if you're not a new listener, you know what's up. It's a hard left turn. So, y'all, thank you so much for joining us, whether you joined us from the very beginning or today is your first episode. Thank you for being here. We really mean it. It means a lot to us. And if you want this journey to continue, please support the things you love. It's a good mantra in general. Mm-hmm. So we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/chclassroom, where you can get special merch and other things for the classroom. The Patreon has been revamped. January's principles are out, and we have February's newsletter. There are free things which you can do and get and receive from our Patreon, as well as like unedited episodes. You can get that. Bunch of free stuff. Also, we do have paid tiers where you can get special merch, as I mentioned before. But if subscriptions are weird, I totally get it. We do have a Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/chaoticharmony, where you can give us just a one-time donation, just as a nice smile and I thank you. So you can donate there, or if you do it, you can have a shout out for us or request a spiccato. But if you don't have a coin to toss our way, that's okay. There are free ways to support us, though. Leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Do I have my phone on me? I don't. I do. Do you mind hearing my phone? Thank you. It's unlikely. I think Athena's the last person, but you know what? I'm all down for surprises. If you do send us a review, we will read it on air. Just like... Oh, it's Athena. No, we read this. Athena. We love you, though. And we count to 4, but there's only one number that works on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars only. And
say 6, 7.
6, 7. It's dead. I'm glad. Follow us on YouTube. All of these small things ensure that the mics and lights stay on. The bleeding orange lights. Since this is a live episode, it'll be fitting. Let's just do a round of the week. I think we might have done this way back in the olden days, like 6 years ago. Who knows? Maybe 7 years ago. But
I think so. I believe so.
This song. Oh, how lovely is the evening. Thankfully, we have. Do you want to see it?
Okay. Let me just check the rest of the lyrics, because I think I just remember the first verse.
Okay. This is a nice one. I remember doing I think it was Joshua Block. He had a movement that went with this as well, or maybe it was some workshop I went to that was separate from it. But it's a lovely song. I did this a lot pre-COVID. I should bring it back though.
Mm-hmm. Can I hold on to it?
Sure, yeah. So I'll sing it by myself, and then we'll do an echo, and then we'll do a round.
Okay.
Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, ding, dong, ding, dong. Did I get the words right?
Yes, you did. Good job. Nice.
Oh, how lovely is the evening, Just for our listeners, let's do an echo.
My bad. My
That's
bad.
okay. That's okay.
Edit that out.
Snippet. Oh, how lovely is the evening, Your turn.
Oh, how lovely. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
What time is it?
It's late.
It's late. My brain's
It's not evening yet.
Okay, sorry, babe. Sorry. I could start from right there. Oh, how lovely is the evening,
when the bells are sweetly ringing,
when the bells are sweetly ringing,
ding dong, ding dong.
ding dong, ding dong.
Is that high or is that fine?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just
It's 5.
vocally fried.
Ready?
Yes.
So
when should I come in? At the end of
ringing.
verse?
Yeah.
Ringing?
Does it have on that music like the whole ampersand thing or whatever it's called? Ooh. Oh, at 2.
At 2? Okay.
Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing,
when the bells are sweetly ringing.
Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing,
Oh, how lovely
ding.
is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Oh, I'm so done.
You're good. We've been teaching. It's all good. We go recording.
I swear I know how to read music, you guys.
Music, who needs that? All right. Leah, thank you for joining us. It has been lovely having you here. And I'm glad I could hear more about NAMM and also learn what's been going on with conferences.
Yeah.
Like it's been a fun review season, whatnot. If people have questions or have curiosities about NAMM or about the books you're teaching your students, this as you shared earlier, or what have you, just your awesomeness, how can they reach out to you?
Oh, you can reach out to me via Instagram at Metzli Papalot. Or you could just search Leah, Leah, and I should pop up.
The only Leah?
Only Leah. I don't use my last name on there.
So you're the only Leah on the socials.
You could. I guess you could try it. No. I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
just with my first name.
Yeah, we'll put it on this in the program
Yeah.
notes as well.
Sorry about that, but
You
yeah,
want good.
that's my personal IG. But yeah, you're not bugging me if you want to talk about like music and stuff. Yeah, hit me up.
And you can reach me at Mr. Seligman, MrSelagman, on all the socials, mainly Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and kind of.
TikTok.
Yeah, I don't post a lot. I've been doing more reposting.
Nice.
But and also you can find us at CH Classroom at the same socials. If you have a question, you have a round a suggestion, or if a spiccato suggestion, or just want to say hello and I want to join, I want to be a guest on your podcast, you can email us at chaoticharmonyclassroom@gmail.com. Leah, thank you for joining. Thank you for having school and then coming back to record. I know it's been a long day. Go get some rest. But until next time, everyone, bye.
Vocal stare.